Are we live? Yeah, I think so. Perkyplanes and RC here, operating at 2.4 gigahertz, and got my good old coffee. Good stuff. Well, hey guys. I kind of had plans for this particular video for a little while, just because of some things I started seeing on social media. It's really kind of unlike me to look at something that people maybe generally think is junk or doesn't work or they have problems with or things like that. So here we are, talking about the Radiomaster receivers, talking about like the R86 models, the R88, some of those. I'm going to flash a couple on the screen there for you just to kind of let you know what I'm talking about. The story goes for me is that shortly after I got the Radiomaster radio, the TX16, I was of course then looking for some replacement receivers for some of my airplanes. Of course, you know, me being frugal sometimes, I happened to stumble across the Radiomaster receivers, like the R86 and so on. And I was thinking, those are a really good deal. And they're, of course, compatible with the, with the radio. They've got, they do like the FR Sky protocol, and they also can do the Futaba protocol as well. So I was thinking, well, that's pretty good. A flexible receiver, it can do either protocol, and the price is really, really good. So why not? So I picked up about 3 of them at the time to test in some various airplanes. Some of those airplanes I'm still testing with and kind of getting through a little bit. So there's that. But once it seems like shortly after I got those receivers and when I was testing things out and getting my planes ready and everything, I started seeing a repeated talk on social media, especially in the Radiomaster Facebook group, and I think even probably in some of the other RC groups as well, that these Radiomaster receivers were junk, that a lot of people were having issues with loss of signal, crashes, things like that. I'm going to flash a couple of those on the screen there for you, just some of the things that people were saying. And it really kind of, at that time, I was just thinking, oh God, well, I just bought these things, and I think maybe even at that time, I'd already even had a flight or two with them, with actually no incident. So that it kind of made me concerned, like, maybe there's a bad batch of these out there or something. So that had me concerned a little bit. But what I decided to do was, rather than return these receivers for some other type of replacement, it just hit me. I was like, you know what? Let's try some data logging on these things. So that is one great thing I do love about OpenTX radios, is that they have a data log feature, so you can actually record data in real time as you're flying your aircraft. Everything from the actual signal strength to the position of the sticks to the flipping of a switch. It records all that information into a log file that you can later, of course, review, and you can actually open up in the OpenTX companion software and stuff. So really cool that they have that option. And it just hit me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some data logging on these things, and just to see what kind of experiences that I have. And I don't know what to tell you guys. Either I got lucky, or these guys got a bad batch of them, or what. But it is what it is. Like I said, I did not have any issues with it. I flew. My Bloody Baron has an R86 receiver, and I flew that thing numerous times over the summer and never had any issues. And then I was also dabbling with a couple new flight test models that I was working on, some of which I did crash, but those were not due to receiver issues and transmit and radio issues. Those were actually just due to me having a dumb thumb moment, as they would call it. So there was that, but again, while flying the model, there was no indication from my transmitter or anything in the logs that indicate that there was a signal issue. These things were pretty solid, were pretty much solid the whole time. So again, not sure what's going on there, guys. If, like I say, if some people just had worse experience with these than what I have. But anyways, I do want to kind of share some of those, some of that logging with you guys and flash it on the screen there, just to kind of show you the signal, during some of these flights. The receiver models that I did test were the R86, I think a couple of those, and an R88 model that I did test with. So you can kind of see there the graphs and everything, and how it kept the strength pretty much good throughout the whole entire flight. There were a couple of them, of course, that I got, I would say a pretty decent amount. Had a pretty decent distance from me and the model itself, me and the aircraft. So, but you can kind of see there that the signal strength was pretty strong throughout the whole thing. So, okay, so well, there you have it, guys. I mean, I don't know myself what to say about it. Like I said, either these guys got a bad batch, or it could have been some other factors contributing to the loss of signal that these guys had. But when I flew them, I did not have any issues with it, so that's a definite plus. For anybody out there looking at these receivers, honestly, I can't really tell you one way or the other. Use your judgment. If you really want to try them, maybe test them in a model that you just don't care a whole lot about, just so you can see if you have the same experience as well, if you have signal loss issues or something along those lines. But like I said, just from my experience, they worked fine. So that's all I can really say on it. If you get one, put it in your model, position the antennas the way they're supposed to be, do the frequency fine tune if you do the FR Sky protocol with them. Make sure that's dialed in as best you can, and do things according to the instructions, and all that. So, but again, that's all I have on it. So hopefully everybody out there has, if they do try these and has good experiences, hopefully they will continue to share them as well. Just to kind of put it out there that not all these receivers are junk, if that's the case. Or like I said, it could have very well been that Radiomaster just put out a bad batch and didn't realize it. Maybe I got the good batch or something. I don't know. So, but take my information, and hopefully it'll help you in some way. Even if you're too scared to try one of these receivers, if you get a Radiomaster TX16 with the 4-in-1 protocol, you have almost an endless supply of receiver protocol and brands to choose from. So it doesn't have to be the Radiomaster receivers, but you can use Spectrum DSMX, you can use an official FR Sky receiver, you can use Futaba. You've got a pretty good list of things you can pick from there. So, but anyways, like I said, I've been seeing this on social media a lot, and it concerned me a lot. So I decided to try to do some investigation and gather some data from it. And this is what I found. So take with it what you want, and you all make your own decisions on it. If you guys do have, honestly, if you guys do have negative or positive experiences with these receivers, let's try to get the word out there about these things, if that's the case. If there are some negative issues with them, or if we have positive issues with them, let's get the word out and share our experiences for other people. So, but anyways, guys, that is all from me. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.